Meanwhile, military service members will be working without pay. ICE, however, will be working with pay because their budget was funded earlier this year in that big, beautiful bill.
Boy, do I have some good news for you guys. Hi, Aaron. I hope you don't mind a friendly fact check. ICE, contrary to what you may have heard, is actually not currently funded. But I thought they got $110 bajillion under the big billionaire bill. Yes. And no. Allow me to explain. The good news is it's actually deceptively simple. So remember this thing? Yeah, the big billionaire bill. You are correct in remembering that it designated around $110 billion to CBP and ICE until, for the most part, September 2029. However, I actually read through it, and this is how it's actually done. So let's call this the US Treasury. And that's kind of what it sounds like. This is the government's treasure. It's where it sticks its money and where it pulls its money from. And as we know, Congress, theoretically, has the power of the purse. The purse holds the treasure. And the way money goes out is through an appropriation. And that's basically Congress going, this chunk of money right here, yeah, that's going to this. So why do we have a government shutdown? Well, they failed to pass their annual appropriations, the yearly allocation of where these chunks go and how big they are. But you say, they already passed a budget bill. I remember. I know. Well, let me show you. Let's just start with the biggest chunk. Quote, in addition to amounts otherwise available, there is appropriated to the Commissioner of U.S. Customs and Border Protection for fiscal year 2025
out of any money in the Treasury not otherwise appropriated to remain available until September 30th, 2029, $46,550 million for necessary expenses relating to the following elements of the border infrastructure and wall system. And then they list a bunch of things.
And that's basically how they allocate money in this bill towards DHS a few different times. So that seems pretty straightforward, right? Essentially, they took this $46.5 billion and moved it over here and said, until 2029, this belongs to you. In fact, that's what they did with the other $65 billion or so. So technically, these things are funded until 2029. Sort of. Because what it actually says is that these funds are available to them until 2029. They are allowed to use any amount of this money for the fiscal year of 2025. However, you know what this doesn't let them do? It doesn't let them use these funds for the 2026 fiscal year yet. They still haven't gotten written permission for that yet. And can you guess when the 2025 fiscal year ended for the United States government? Yeah, September 30th, yesterday. Welcome to 2026.